Hi guys, I'm back with a new puzzle in the series Solve It, and today it's gonna be a Blokus puzzle. Okay, so let's analyze a little this position. The question is, did blue lose? Okay, is this position lost for blue? And of course, it's blue to play since you can see that on the left side, this piece with a 3 in a row was just played by orange. Okay, so we have multiple things to watch here. First, orange is just splitting to enter in the blue area in bottom left. But blue can do the same, playing his 2 here, then his 1 there, and then a piece like this, and try to invade top right. Also, top left, blue can play a piece here, but same, orange can play a piece there on bottom right. So it's like both players can theoretically play everywhere on the board. But the difference is that orange is just threatening to invade the blue area when blue is far to invade the orange area in top right. So orange will have time to defend. So it seems that blue is in trouble. What can you play to try to save this position? We're gonna pick an analyzer. This is actually a game I played a few years ago, I guess. Yeah, it was 2016 with my friend Brujo from Canada. It was a really close game uh, where both players made at least a mistake previously in the game. And now Bruger was threatening to invade my land, and I could lose by a lot. So you can see the piece here on the top that orange still have, and you have the piece on bottom that blue still have. Of course, I recall that you just need to play a piece and touch a corner with a corner of the piece you play, and so on. And your pieces can be only touched by corners, and that's it. And your goal is to put as much as you can some little squares on the board. I mean, for instance, this piece, let's say, is a 5-point piece since you have 5 little squares inside, and this piece is only a 3 points piece. And your goal is to have less points outside of the board. More you put some little squares on the board, better it is, and you're gonna win if you can put more than the opponent. Okay, so you definitely need to block orange there, but you need to do it smartly because as you can see, for instance, these 4 little squares are already for orange. Blue cannot play there. It's not allowed by the rules because you cannot touch a pieces except by the corners. So you know that here orange can maybe put this piece and you cannot do anything against that. But you don't want orange really go far in your land. So you want to block him, but how to do this? You can pause the video and try to solve it and tell me what is the result of the game. Tell me in the comment if you find it. Okay, let's see the analysis now. You need to block, but the thing is you need to block it in a particular way. If you don't, you will allow him to play more pieces in your land. The answer of the very first move, which is the hardest to find, is this one. You play a 4-point piece when you still have some 5 points piece, because it will be better to block the orange invasion. And the idea you're gonna see is you're gonna let him some space multiple times for the same piece. You're gonna see this just later. And then you're gonna play also on the top right the fact that orange doesn't have some really good pieces to defend his land, and so you're gonna try to obtain something there. So let's see what orange decided to play. Orange decided to play this piece on the bottom. It's a 5-point piece, and this is the only place for him to play. So in this variation, it's pretty easy now for blue to find the good moves, and everything is forced. You can play this, orange gonna invade, and then you can play this. And as you can see, the really smart thing is, you can see this area, it's for the 3 squares orange. Here, it's for the same piece. Here, he can play the same piece. And again, here in top left, he can play the same piece. So he has actually 4 places where he can place the same piece, which is of course really bad because he has only one time this piece. So blue is really happy. Orange is defending top left, so that on this place, blue gonna play only the 4 in a row and not the 5 in a row. Then blue can try to invade now. Okay, orange is defending, invading, orange is defending, invade, and as you can see, orange had to play this piece, because if he doesn't, then blue can play the T on the top and is winning easily. And finally, as you can see in this top, orange couldn't. Here on the top right, you have a lot of space, but orange cannot play anything here, and he had to play a 1, which is really bad. So finally, blue, which was really behind, can stay alive in this game because he let on bottom left orange multiple times the same piece to be played, and in top right, orange couldn't play some good moves like putting some 5 piece, because if it did, then blue could invade. So finally, in the end, you have the result of this game, and it's 1-1. It's like 67-67, so it's draw. It's possible to make a draw in Blokus, and it's not well. Usually you don't, but here we made a draw, which is a really nice result. Like both players put exactly 67 little squares. 67 is the number of little squares played by both players. We could analyze just a little more, but it's what happened if orange played directly here. And you can see that it won't lead to an orange victory. You can play this. You can play actually the same move with a P there, but then the only way that orange gonna obtain something is playing a piece here, which allow him to play another piece behind. Like okay, if blue takes bottom right, then orange can play here another piece. The only way to do this would be to play like okay, this piece, then blue play the P like in this game, okay, like this. But imagine that instead of having this piece, you have play there. Then you can play a T4 here, okay. And you can, if you play the T4 for orange, it's reads to play the Z4 then here, okay. It will allow to play the Z4. So it seems nice because you play the T4, then it's like blue can play here. Let's say the L4, but then you play the Z4 here. The problem is if you do this, blue can play there the 5, and then you won't have some good pieces to defend your land in the very end. Because as you can see, this piece, the Z4, was used for orange to block blue invasion. Well, that's it. Tell me in the comment if you had it. Bye bye, guys. Ciao.